if you're really interested in actually changing your life in 2024, you cannot skip this step. This is honestly like the most important thing.
See, all I want you to do is be my love. So don't give away my love. So don't give away my love. So don't give away. Ain't another woman that can take your spot, my love. So don't give away my love. So don't give away my love.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Listen, I always say long time no see. One day I will stop saying that and I'll be here all the time. But today's not that day, so it's good to see you guys again. Obviously, if you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel. We've got lots going on here. But today, obviously, as I said, 2024 is approaching us. What do we want to do? We want to reset. We want to reinvent ourselves. All year round, we want to do this, but obviously, you know, new year, new me, and that obviously that inspires a lot of us. So today's video, we are going to be talking about how to reinvent yourself, how to become the best version of you, improve on yourself. So keep on watching for some top tips for 2024 that I highly recommend that you guys need to start implementing. Yeah, let's just get straight into it. As usual as well, I have my little notey notes on my phone. We're gonna be referencing to that if I'm looking down. The first thing that we need to do is we need to actually take accountability for what's going on in our lives, whether that's good or bad. Like, let's actually sit here and reflect. I don't know if you guys want to like follow along in this video or put some notes down and do this later, but yeah. So the first thing is reflection. I want you to really think about what's going well in your life and what's not going well. Over the last year, in 2023, what has gone well in your life and what hasn't? And we need to write these things down. If you're a pen and paper type person or you're notes on the phone type of person, write your list down, because listing is key. I found to accomplishing things, you need to have things written down, otherwise you don't have a goal. And I don't know, having a list of some sort and like being able to visually see what's actually going on helps a lot, I feel. Really take your time when you're doing this, because you're going to be coming back to this, okay? Take your time. Really think about it and yeah, get into the nitty gritty. It's the things that are minor, the things that aren't minor, anything, honestly, anything and everything, add it to the list. So now that we have everything written down, we know what's good, what's bad, things that we need to change, things that we know is going good in our lives that we need to make sure we're keeping up with. Yeah, we get to see everything. With that being said, obviously all the things in the good column are the things that they're going to come second nature to you now. It's flowing. You've already got those things set in stone. You look at now the bad side of what's going on, and you now know what you need to tackle. You can now also prioritize what in this list that you want to tackle first. So in this list, it can be, I don't know, say like the main things are usual relationships, toxic relationships, and money. Those are like, and health actually. So those are the three main biggest points that the majority of us usually have on our like new year, new me type sort of situation thingy, on our bad list, if we've made a bad list or whatever you want to call it. Those are literally just three things. Yeah. The three things that I can actually genuinely think of that are always going on in people's minds. They're evergreen, basically. They're evergreen problems. We can now prioritize something, and I want you to choose one thing at a time. And I'm not saying one thing for the whole year. It could take you it could take you however long it takes you, honestly. It's person by person, okay? But I want you to choose one of these things. So say, for example, finance. I want you to take one of these things, and now we're going to put our all into this, and we're going to go step by step down the list and change these things, okay? Not even just change them, but start to understand what's going on, what's blocking us from actually achieving what we want to achieve in this aspect. Say, for example, finance, like I said. Say, obviously, your business isn't taking off, or you don't get the job, you're not getting the job that you want to. What's stopping you from doing this? I'm going to talk a little bit about mindset. And I don't want, if you guys want to have like a specific mindset and manifestation video, I can do that for you, because like I could talk forever. I could talk forever in a day about manifestation and mindset. But your mindset is what controls you, and you control your life, basically. You do control the narrative in your life. No matter how it may seem when you're like wishing, praying, hoping for certain things and it doesn't happen, you are the one controlling your life. Okay, let's get that thing straight. So with our mind, it's a very strong thing, and we are programmed to feel what we've experienced. So with money, if we obviously are experiencing dry spells, we haven't got a lot of money, and obviously we want money, we're coming from a negative mindset where it's, oh, I don't have money, so I need more money. Like, our subconscious mind controls everything. So now you're telling yourself, like, our subconscious mind cannot see nothing. But when you're feeding it the negative energy that you've obviously already experienced, because it's much easier to do this, it's much easier that it happens. So it's much easier said than done, but we need to make sure that we're doing daily affirmations to really reprogram our mind to actually believe what we're saying, so then we actually do experience it. And then when we do experience it, it gets much more easier to then control and have that mindset. I hope I'm making sense to you guys. If I am making sense, you know what to do. Support me. Support, like, comment, subscribe, and share it. Okay. But yeah, so daily affirmations, get an app. There's loads of different apps. I could literally go on the App Store right now if you really wanted to. Comment below if you want me to get like some suggestions of some like really good apps. I did have an app in the past where I used to just get daily affirmations sent to me, but in all honesty, I'm not gonna lie, I just didn't want to pay for the upgraded version to get like personalized affirmations. So I just deleted it, and I started like doing mood boards and stuff for like each month I would do a different mood board, just to, you know, just get my mindset into just a complete different mindset, and just like get used to seeing different things, so then obviously my mind thinks it's experiencing different things. And yeah, so yeah, I do recommend that to you. I recommend affirmation app, creating mood boards for your lock screen, guided meditation, and journaling. Those are the things that I recommend for your affirmations. One of the things we should be doing in 2024 to reinvent ourselves is we need to learn to let go. Alright? And that's not just letting go of like the bigger, most obvious things like toxic relationships, toxic families, a lot of things. We need to learn to let go. Okay? Even just certain thoughts we need to let go of. We need to be more open to recognizing that there are so much more possibilities. Like, for example, smallest thing that I started with that actually like opened my eyes to realizing like my mind is so much more, like, it's mind over matter, quite literally. So I work in care, and I always like, it was so disgusting at a point where, say, I started at 7, so I would already have one coffee at home, obviously to wake myself up to get to work. Then between the space of about like 7 to 8, because usually is about like, yeah, usually about 8ish is when we'll start to like wake people up and stuff. So between 7 and 8, I would dead ass have like 3 coffees with 3 sugars in there. And you know what? I was still tired. I was still so tired. It wasn't doing nothing for me. Absolutely nothing. And in all honesty, I recognised after a while it was the sugar. But at the start, it would be, I would literally just be like, oh my god, like, I'm still so tired. I need another coffee to wake me up. Have a coffee. And I'm just like, after like an hour or so, my buzz is gone and I'm having another coffee. Why? Like, and I would have milky coffees. I don't really like the taste of coffee unless it's like, I don't know, like a Starbucks or something where it's got like loads of sugar. But that's where I'm moving on to my next point. I then realised it wasn't the coffee, it was the sugar. So, an easy way, obviously, that I cut that out is that I recognised I didn't need the coffee and I let it go. Next, sugar. But that's different. But I moved from coffee and I was like, okay, so if the coffee's not giving me a buzz, it must just be the sugar. So I started drinking teas and hot chocolates. And honestly, like, my body has changed so much, obviously, like, my body and my energy and all of that has changed so much from stopping out coffee. I know it's going to do so much better when I cut down the sugar. But that's not my point. It's about letting go. Recognizing, taking accountability for the stuff that's actually going on, like really recognizing what's going on with you and accepting it and then letting it go. Like I said, I did it with coffee, not just toxic relationships and stuff, but it can be done with anything, and that's the point. We need to let go, let go. If you're really interested in actually changing your life in 2024, you cannot skip this step. This is honestly like the most important thing. We need to stop blaming other people for what's going on in our lives, okay? Like, I don't know how to drill it into your head. I really felt this when I didn't read it. I'm lying. I didn't read it. I listened to it. I can't remember the site. I didn't even like pay for it. But I just found some site and I listened to the book Rich Dad Poor Dad, and Rich Dad said stop blaming other people, okay? It makes so much sense. Like, you guys, honestly, I do highly recommend the book Rich Dad Poor Dad just to help shift your mindset into taking accountability in your life and responsibility over the things that you are actually doing in your life, or not even you are doing, you are stopping, you're preventing yourself from doing in this life that you put blame on other people. You gotta make the moves for yourself, okay? Only you make the money moves for yourself, and only you have a say over your life, okay? We need to remember that. I'm gonna talk about your habits. Obviously, habits and mindsets are all in one, and changing your habits? I can't talk today. Changing your habits is so hard, especially when we're in a bad habit, because habits come from comfortability. So even if like it doesn't feel good, you're comfortable, like you're used to doing it. It's your comfort zone. So for example, say you're stuck in a 9 to 5. You so do not want to be stuck in your 9 to 5, but you're so comfortable in it because you're doing it for so long. Even though you think what, you want to be the next YouTuber, or you want to be the next hairstylist, whatever you want to be, it seems so out of reach because your zone, this is like, is all the way over here. Your zone is here, baby. So in your mind, it's just not given. It's not given what it's supposed to give. And I feel like this video's already kind of been long. So I just want to leave you guys with a few things to take away from this. Obviously not homework. What do we look like? But it's just like a few questions that I want you guys to actually ask yourself. Obviously, first thing is, what are we changing? Look at your list and figure out what you're changing. Then I want you guys to think about what is actually bad about this situation. How is it actually going to benefit you, and why? Like, why do you want to change it? Next one, what are you looking to get out of this? Really, what are we actually looking to get out of this? Like, not just financial freedom, but what does financial freedom mean to you? Financial freedom will mean something so much different to me than it does to you, than it does to her, she, he, the next. I want you to write some affirmations, and I want you to really stick to these. Whether you want to do loads of different affirmations and just, you know, like prime your mind, or if you want to just focus on a few main affirmations and just really like gel those into your mind, either way, they both work good. Affirmations. affirmations, affirmations, affirmations. That is the end of the video, guys. I hope that was informative for you guys. I hope I didn't ramble too much. I be chatting a lot sometimes. I really want you guys to take this all in and really reinvent yourself this year, next year, whatever year you're in. Watching this in 2050, I really want you to reinvent yourself. Ask yourself questions that you've never asked before. Be honest with yourself. Be open. Obviously open to new things, like I said. Open to changing your mindset. Open to being a new woman, man, whatever. Just be open to it, okay? Because I believe in you. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And also share if you found this video helpful. Share with whoever you need to share with. Help someone out. Help a friend out. Help a co-worker out. Help a sister out. Okay? And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video.